This was last year, but I wake up sometimes and still hear that sound, that scream. It wasn't human. The worst part, it was my own father. I know that sounds impossible, crazy even, but if you grew up where I did, the sun-swept outskirts of a forgotten town, where people disappear and the desert claims the rest, you'd believe anything. I grew up in a desert town no one puts on a map. Nothing but sun, sand, and silence. And lately, screams. For years, everyone talked about the hunting man, a man only seen in pieces. A shadow on a window, a masked glimpse through an open slit in the door, always followed by a scream. Then silence. Then death. Every few months, someone would vanish. No fight, no blood, no sign. Just gone. Sometimes, clothes would turn up days afterward, blown back in from the desert, caked with sand and dried blood. The police would come. They would ask questions, but they never stayed long. Some said it was a ghost. Some said it was a woman who'd lost her soul to the sun. Others said it was a man who'd lost his soul to the heat. We just stopped going out after dark. My dog Milo ran off one night. He'd never done that before. I was 16 and stupid brave, so I took a flashlight and followed him out past the edge of the village. The desert at night is a whole different world, still as if the world had stopped breathing. No wind, no bugs, no light, just dust and terror. Milo's paw prints went deep into the dunes. Then, another set of prints ran parallel to them. Bare human feet. That's when I heard it. The scream. It didn't echo. It pierced. Like a rusty nail in your ear. My blood went cold. Milo whimpered and hid behind me. That was the first time I questioned. Maybe the stories weren't stories. Then I saw him, half silhouetted in the moonlight, standing still. His face hidden by an old, cracked bone white mask. He didn't move, didn't speak, just stared. I froze. Then, something terrifying happened. He reached up to his mask and slowly took it off. I wish I could say I ran, but I didn't, because beneath that mask was a face I knew. A face I hadn't seen since I was 5. My father. He disappeared when I was a kid. I was told he left, walked out on us. But I remember the arguments, the doors that were always locked, the way Mom always triple-checked the windows at night. He hadn't left. He had been hiding, outside, in the desert, killing. He opened his mouth like he was going to speak, but instead made a sound, the same horrific scream. Only this time, I saw it come from him. It wasn't just loud, it sounded incorrect, like it didn't belong here. Milo barked, broke the spell, and I snap out of it. I turn around and run. I didn't look back. Not once. I just followed the sound of Milo's feet back in the direction of the village lights. That scream accompanied me every step of the way. The next morning, a villager was gone. Only his jacket came back, blown by the wind from the desert, soaked in blood. Same pattern, same silence. No one ever saw the masked man. But I did. And I never said a word. How could I? How do you say, the killer stalking our village is my father? So I kept it in, deep, until last month. It started again. More people vanish. More clothing is washing up from the dunes. One night, someone recorded the sound. That same scream. Same pitch, same terror. I couldn't sleep. Then Milo, old now, started barking at the door at 3 a.m. Always staring in the same direction, towards the desert. That's when I knew he was back. This time, I wasn't going to run. I needed answers. I needed to know why. I waited until the next full moon. Packed a bag with water, a flare, and my flashlight. Milo came along too. I didn't ask him to. He just wouldn't stay behind. We followed the same path as all those years ago. And at last, we arrived at the place. A hollow was dug into the desert earth. Scrap metal and stones covered it, like a den. Inside, there were bones. Animal and human. Masks. Dozens of them, carved, broken, remodeled. Some had names carved on the back. Names I recognize. Then, that sound. Not a scream. This time, a voice. You came back. It was him. No mask. Just sun-cracked skin and eyes that looked through me. They made me this way, he whispered. I screamed and they heard. I didn't understand. He looked different. Like the scream had changed him. Like it didn't belong to him anymore. I didn't speak. Just a step back, slowly. Then he tilted his head and said, You scream like your mother. That's when Milo attacked, and I ran again. I heard crashing, howling, and barking behind me. Then that scream, louder than ever, echoing out across the desert. A searing wind ripped across the dunes, pushing sand into my eyes. I stumbled, fell, get up again. Then silence. I turned, and there was nothing, just the desert. Still, as if nothing had happened. Milo came back minutes later, limping, covered in dust, breathing hard. We never returned. I told no one. They still find clothes sometimes, still hear the scream, and I still don't know if I saw a man or something pretending to be one. But I do know this. Sometimes masks don't hide monsters. They become them. So the next time you hear a sound you can't explain, or find tracks where no one ought to be. Don't go looking. Don't try to unmask it. We might not like what's behind. If you've heard the scream, you already know. It's not just a noise, it's a warning.